Good day, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Inyu Concept. My name is Inyu Adeniyi. With me today in the house is one of Nollywood's finest. He's an intelligent actor, one of the most controversial actors recently. And I'm very, very sure you'll be shocked to see who my guest is today on the show. He's Mr. Adeniyi Johnson.
Hello, hi.
Welcome.
Hey, yo, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
It's interesting to be on your program. Actually.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I like the way you introduced me, most controversial actor. Yeah, I'm indeed controversial, but at some point, the controversies are sort of dying down, and the truth is beginning to emancipate. I'm troublesome, the most cyberly bullied. If there's any word like that, you need to be focused on that part.
Yeah, I know.
I've been bullied everybody, but here, I'm strong, and it's a pleasure to be on you.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming on this show.
It's an honor.
We want to know, a lot of your fans want to know, a lot of things about you.
Okay.
We don't know where you're from, actually.
Okay, my state?
Yeah, we want to know where exactly are you from?
Okay. Adeniyi Johnson. Adeniyi is my name. I am from Ondo State in Nigeria. Ikare Akoko.
Ikare
Precise.
Akoko.
I am an Ondo boy. Proper Ondo man.
Wow.
I love Ondo.
You're from Ondo town, right?
Ondo State, Ikare Akoko.
Ikare Akoko. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you speak Ondo?
Yeah, binary. When I tell you binary, it's Omason. That means how are you? Omason means binary. How are things? Omason. Means how's your mom?
Okay.
And you say, oh, Ole. That means she's at home. Or Ode.
Wow.
Ode means she's at home.
I wouldn't have believed you could speak Ondo this way.
I don't believe I can speak more than I've spoken of. This might be about all I know.
You've starred in a lot of movies, both English and Yoruba.
Yeah.
And you've been in this industry for a long time. How many years now?
About 15 years. I started with the English part of Nollywood. I was playing in the English part of Nollywood, where I do lots of soap operas like Super Story, Family Ties, Tinsel, Face to Face, A Crack on the Wall, and a whole lot of them, and a few English films until 2000 and what again? About 11 years ago, 2000 and I can't remember precisely. I started Yoruba film, and it's been good all the journey. Also, it's not been rosy, not like it's been smooth, but we are coping. We are here now.
Yeah,
Yoruba, English, soap, Hausa, Igbo, when I'm an actor.
Would you choose any over the other, the English part of the industry and the Yoruba part of the industry?
Basically, for me, yeah, I see it all as acting. The only difference is the language. It's not like when I'm acting in English films, I have to stand with my hands and I talk with my armpits. It's all about acting. The only difference is the language. What's coming out of me is different. Like I tell people often, I'm not a Yoruba actor. I'm a Nollywood actor. If you teach me how to speak Igbo language or Hausa, I will definitely speak it convincingly. And that makes me a complete actor. And I've never been to Warrior in my life till now, but I speak Wafi very well. I speak Warrior, you kiss Chris. I speak those languages because I learned them. I've never been deformed all my life. I have played in this out before. So I said I'm a Nollywood actor, so I wouldn't pick any over each other. The truth of the matter is, they all have their own advantages here to the particular actor's life. When you do Yoruba film, it has a particular advantage for you. English film has an advantage. So I won't pick one over other. The only difference is the language. It's all about acting.
Interesting.
Thank you.
Have you ever felt like rejecting a role for whatever reason? For rejecting a particular role?
Yeah. No. Yeah. At some point, I need to make reference to this. At some point when it was really controversial about me, about being a violent man, which I have never been. So when scripts come from the angle of battering my wife, I'll tell her, hey, listen, there's something going on the internet now. And I can afford to play this role. Not because I want people to believe I am not domestically violent, but because I want to be able to clear the air, because good name matters. I'm an African man, so we need to protect the name we've suffered to make. So at that point, I was rejecting such roles. Aside that, except for personal interest or if I don't like the storyline, I rarely reject roles, except the story doesn't have a headway. If you're just writing.
So you can play any kind of role?
I can play all roles. It depends. Like it's all about acting. It's not me. I smoke in movies. I drink in movies. I do all sorts of movies. I jump fences in movies. Doesn't mean I do that in real life. I played my head in movies, I used to study movies, I do all sorts. So I draw tattoos in movie, and it's not me. It's about acting.
So, how can you describe the industry, the Nollywood industry, in terms of growth?
Nollywood industry.
How well have we
grown?
Have we grown? Yeah.
We are growing. That's all I can say. We are growing basically because the needed resources to grow. I don't want to say they are not in place. I want to say they are not accessible. Take for instance, if you have to film at the airport, you will start writing for about 6 months before you film. After filming, you have to pay. After payment, there are restrictions. You can't film here, you can't show here, you can't go on board, you can't do this. And these are things that makes and that gives the likes of American films edge over us. They have access to all those things. We do not have such access. And secondly, fund. We film with our little resources that we're able to make. At times you write a script, a beautiful script where you fly. In your script, you see a helicopter flying, you see the battalions running. Well, how do you get to pay to use the helicopter for an hour in Nigerian film cost about ₦1 million?
Wow.
What is your budget? Then to get battalions, I'm talking about getting about 200 or 300 soldiers run at the same time. You have to feed them, you have to house them, you have to sew their costume, you have to pay them. So all those things are so the fund and then accessibility to some of the things we need. Even national stadium, you can really go there and film, except you're sneaking around.
Wow.
It's rare. So some of those things are not really there. They're not helping the growth. So when we write some of our movies, we have to stay managed. You have to find a way to write around it. You want to write about president's office. You don't have access to a luxurious office. You have to start begging. So you have to build or make do with whatever you have. So those assets and then funds, they are the reason why we're not growing. But so far so good. With the little we have and what we've been able to do with it, I think the world knows. In terms of movie making in the world, Nigeria, we've announced ourselves. And the world knows there's a particular industry called the Nollywood.
Wow.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys are really trying.
We are doing our best.
Yeah, we think. What are the most important elements an actor should consider before accepting a role?
Number one, talent. You won't be called an actor if you don't have the talent. We have a lot of shabby actors, we have a lot of watery actors, but one of the major things you have the talent. The secondly, the passion. It has to be there. It is called showbiz. You have to show before you get the business part of it. If you're not showing, the business doesn't come. So for you to show, you need to be talented and you need to have the passion. Lots of people have come into the industry and within a twinkle of an eye, they bounce back. Because they don't have the talent and they don't have the passion. If you want to be an actor, you need to have the talent. Raw talent, go polish it, go garnish it. Come into the industry, come with a great passion. Money might not come when you come in, things might not come as you come in, stardom might not come, recognition might not come, but with the passion, with time, you're going to get there. So number one thing, once you are sure you have the talent, develop the talent, then come with your passion. In a twinkle of it, just that people you met that have been there for 10 years, you're like, when this guy comes in, the guy not even blow, where you you're there. So the passion matters a whole lot. Talent, passion, prayer.
Okay, so are you saying you had a passion before coming into the industry?
Yeah, I do. My parent, let's go a bit into my educational background. I read a mass com with Ibadan Poly. I left, I went to do history and international relations with LASU. All those courses are not related with acting. But the passion I have for acting, it makes me kind of drop what I studied in school and I went hard for it.
Wow.
I was trained with Remisa Blue Spain. I have my certificate in acting. Austin Alechiene is my boss. I was trained. After the training, the passion has always been there. Right from when I started in secondary school to when I started doing stage play in churches. After the church, then I entered in Nollywood. The passion kept me going. I was rejected several. When I say rejected, so at some point I was not rejected, I was rejected and embarrassed.
Why?
But because they feel you don't have what it takes. I have a director who told me practically that you don't have what an actor should have.
Why? What are the things? Is it like you're too...
I don't look like it
too...
then. I don't look like it.
No,
when one boy used to be a Ankara top on gym, we drop the throw slippers and go for it, I'm like, what is this one? I remember something funny happens to me sometimes. I was casted for a role, a governor's son. Was a first act in Lagos. When I got to the location, my mom used to say, Ankara, which means this is my Ankara, this is my fabric. It's so expensive. So I believe everybody should know that it's quite expensive. As a governor's son, and then I used to sew my top with my mom's edge, the remaining material. So I sewed, some of them will have shoulder part. You understand? So when I got to the location, I was casted for a governor's son. And I said, oh boy, go wear costume. Yeah? So I went to my bag. I picked the most colorful Ankara with shoulder part. And I put it on. And I came back to the director was like, where your costume? I said, this is it.
Like, what is this?
The way I was standing, I was like, show you a funny. You see that it's expensive. It's the only thing left for me to do is say to him that, you know, they say. The director was like, governor's son. I said, yes, ma'am. I was compelled to say, Ankara, you want. The man looked at me and said, okay, you know what will happen? Most shoot one sin. We could shoot your sin later.
Oh, so they had to reject, you know.
I was sent home without effect. Wow. They now told me they will start my role tomorrow. They will start filming my part tomorrow. I didn't hear anything till today. But thank God I have worked with the director after then and I was paid. The passion kept me going. I was rejected as some auditions, they will tell you, get out. You finish reading, they call you to come and play craft. So the passion kept me going. If not for the passion that I have for the job, I won't be here. But thank God we are here now.
Yes, we thank God. Have you ever felt uncomfortable, like playing a role because of the person you're playing the role with, male or female?
Have I? Except for those actors that I know that does not mind. They don't mind when it comes to slapping. But aside that, I believe as a professional, except the person is not giving his best or the director is not comfortable with the person, I don't think I've ever felt so much.
So you've never felt uncomfortable? Probably the person you're playing the role with is a senior colleague or someone you're not used to, someone you're not familiar with.
Well, at some point, it is what I've set out to do, and whoever I'm working with, even if you're ahead of me, I think I am coming to where you are. And the process of me getting to where you are is one of the ladders I have to climb. So when I'm working with you, I believe you're one of the hurdles I have to cross. So naturally, the tension has to be there. Was like the first time I acted with Jide Kosoko, I knew I overacted because I was trying to impress him. Like I want him to see me like going more act. So I was trying to do everything to be a perfectionist. I was trying to speak my lines. I was trying to be bold, and then my character doesn't go like that. So it was part of the tension I had to go through. But no, after a little while, and I discovered that whoever I'm meeting now, not because I'm here now, I just spoke to myself, whoever you're meeting is just there. You are going to wherever they are, you're going to pass them. So I decided to kill those tensions. But aside that, I don't think I've ever felt any tension. Maybe when I'm acting with them.
Cool.
Even in Hollywood, okay, I leave that matter. You speak Yoruba before you convince me in Hollywood. When I come to Hollywood, speak my language now. So if you can't speak my language, you're not over me. But we will follow what the director did here to correct.
Yeah. Why do you think there's a rise in marriage crashing in the industry?
Marriage crash everywhere.
Sorry, in the entertainment industry.
It crashes everywhere. Marriage are crashing.
Well, there's been a lot of.
You feel there's been a lot in the industry because we are the eye of the public. People get to see and read about ours. Even pastors' marriages they crash. Pastors who speak to God, who believe are called by God, their marriages. So it crashes everywhere. The fact that we are the eye of the public and ours is quick to getting on the internet. Ours is quick to being in the news. Ours is quick to be talked about. Doesn't mean it doesn't crash. Bankers' marriages crash, and lawyers, pastors, imams, alfas, blah blah blah. Every marriage can crash any day, anytime. It's just about two people. If you feel it's not working together, you go your separate ways. But inability of both parties to keep it mute is what makes it look like their marriage don't crash. Many people separate secretly, and you wouldn't know. I mean, it crashes everywhere. It's not about being in the entertainment industry. It happens everywhere.
Yeah, but this past few years and months, we've been witnessing, marriage crashes in the entertainment industry.
Because that is
right now, I can count like at least 7 or 8 right now that I know
that has failed.
Do you think it's as a result of the people in the industry or the spouses outside the industry? Okay. Is it because they're not? Is it possible that if you're in the same industry together as if you're colleagues and you're in the same industry together, would it work more, or is it that?
Okay, let me ask you this question. I'll answer your question with a question. You know how many marriages that has crashed so far? Can you tell me the number of marriages that have happened in the industry so far? You people are not focusing on our positivity.
So
negativity is what makes the news. Yeah, people are getting married by the day in the industry still. Marriages have crossed over a decade, over 2 decades in the industry. They are not being talked about, they are not being celebrated. It is the one that crashed that the media will not carry you. This one don't happen, this one don't happen. Why do we not celebrate those that are together?
But do you think if we don't know, we won't be part of it? It's because we know about it.
Because you speak to well, the weddings you hear about, how much of publicity do you give to it? This person is getting married, after a week he's gone. But this person and this person is separating, the news keeps coming out, they keep figuring the wife's talk. He talks, she talks, you go to the husband and talk, he talks. When people are getting married, don't like, okay, how's it going to be your honeymoon? You don't follow them to that extent. After the wedding day, it's gone. It's like, we are expecting you to break up.
Okay, so it's not about the
It does not,
it's just natural.
It's about the personality, two people, it's about the personality, tolerance. If I can't bear it anymore, I'd rather opt out and die in silence. That's why it gets to the stage where people say I'm being violated, I'm domestic violence. It doesn't have to get to that stage. It's a process. Once it keeps getting to that stage, you can always opt out. It's not a do or die affair. Well, for some of us who have made the mistake of allowing our marriage to crash, allowing to get to the media, as a lesson for those that are coming up, if you are getting married, if it's not working, quietly walk away. You don't have to make it a topic. And so far so good, I've not spoken about my last marriage, and I'm not ready to talk about it. It's as it is. I don't care. This is at fault. This is at fault. I don't need to talk about it. I don't need to talk about it.
Yeah. Okay. What is the major advice you would give to a man, that is married and has a woman in the industry? What is the advice you're going to give to such man that has a wife,
in the industry,
in the entertainment industry?
Okay.
What major advice would you give such a man?
Number one, make your wife your best friend. Believe your wife.
Trust your wife.
One thing I learned from Oluji is, he told me, he said you have to be blind and deaf in the industry to make your marriage work. You see, brother, like you didn't see, apart from being in the industry, even if you're a pastor, your wife has exes and your wife has friends. You get to meet an org. As a man, you don't want anybody to compress those Jews. You feel bad. But you have to be partially blind. You have to be deaf. You tell me stuff about my woman. Oh, we saw your woman in the hotel, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I sent her there. Really? That guy is my childhood friend now. They know each other. There's a way you make things work. Because even if you're a banker, they will tell you why they didn't send her as a marketer to go and stay with one big man to get money. Things always come out. It doesn't matter how you get married, where you get married. Make your wife your best friend. Believe your wife. They be partially blind and deaf. It makes marriage work a lot. When you begin to hear them say third pattern, no, it doesn't work. Industry, it is subject to break. It is naturally bound to happen. I am a male actor. I have lots of female fans. You want to play a game as a man. You want to move one or two secretly without your wife knowing. You want to take some for lunch. Someone to take you for dinner. You want to see some privately. And those things are happening. You have to make your wife understand, okay, this is the ethics of my job. I am not going to do shit. So when your wife gets called, hello, we saw your husband in one restaurant having dinner with one fine girl, you're like, oh wow, she's my sister, she's a fan. It keeps marriage going. It's not lying.
I'm aware she's there.
Then when you get home, speak to your wife.
Right.
Communicate. Communication matters a lot. Don't turn off your phone because you're going on a date. Don't start forming. No. It matters a whole lot. You can't be smarter than smart. We all know everybody in our thief. Now they catch 90 bad hour. However it goes, make your wife your friend. Communicate with your wife. That's how it goes. Okay.
How has being famous affected your life, or has there not been any change?
Myself, Adeniyi Johnson, I'm still me. The only that I've
seen yourself.
I'm telling you, the only that I've seen about me, a lot has changed actually. We have to be factual at this point. There are some things I used to do that I can't do.
Can you go to the can you go shopping on your own?
Sure, I can. But the only
problem, you walk alone in stores?
Yeah, sure, I can. The only problem we have going shopping and buying things is the moment you enter the store, in Nigeria actually, about 10 people are expecting you to pay for them, as if I'm Dangote's son or $10 son. That's one of the major problems we have. They expect you to pay for them. Once they see you, they expect money from you. Wow. That is why actors find it hard to move. If it's about selfie, about smiling and waving, we enjoy it. But the problem we have is once you see an actor, money, you are shopping, you are even buying more than I'm buying, and how far about my bill, I don't thank you, and I just came here to pick a t-shirt. And I'll be like, I'm even buying a t-shirt of 7K, you have a 10K. I mean, that is one of the major problems we have. The secondly, I used to watch ball in viewing center before, where you sit down and shout, Ronaldo, yeah, Messi played. But now when you go, even if you find yourself where there are lots of crowds, you have to be composed. No, Messi played. But deep down you, that thing is saying, oh boy, scatter body.
I know.
So those things really changed. And then I work in malls. I go to cinemas with my woman. We do often. So when we go there to see movies, you see us, we greet you. You buy your ticket, we finish the movie. But if you come see movie, I'm going to take selfie. If you don't see me, I don't see you. I don't even walk in the aura of you. I don't expect people to say, hey, when you don't say that's my happiest moment. But the moment you say, hey, you have one, I'll become composed. I'll have to go back into my shell. But when I walk past you, I'm like, nine they go. Don't greet me, I don't see you. So a lot has changed, but basically, I didn't allow it to take my entire life. I have I'm holding a lot. If you are on my live video and some of the things I do in the interview, you discover I have a grip for my life. Like, but 70% of my life belongs to me. I'm giving you 30.
I can see that. You know, I've experienced that.
I'm free. I don't see you. I'm free.
Yeah. If you would turn back the hands of time, what would you change about your journey?
About my journey. Basically, everything that has happened in life, it's either for a reason or for a blessing. if I would change anything about my life, what would that be? About my journey. Maybe I probably finished my master's before coming to act.
Oh, really?
Aside that, I don't think there's anything I regret in my journey so far. Everything comes to your life for a blessing, for a reason, for a lesson, or for a blessing. So if you live in regret, you will not get the message, you will not get the blessing, and you won't get the lesson. So whatever happens to you, it is not going forward anymore. Reroute, find your way, keep moving. So I don't live in regret. Whatever happened in the past, so far it's past, it don't go now. I'll only take the experience and use it in the experiments I'm doing now, so I can get a better result. That's me.
You talk about being spiritual a lot, and I've seen a lot of your videos on YouTube, yeah, and I've seen you give testimonies, you know, sing to God, dance, and all that. Do you pray about every situation in your life before you?
Talking about being spiritual, I would answer from this angle. Everybody who knows me from the past knows I'm a proper church boy. I use the word church boy because the entire talent I have in my life started from the church. So when it comes to praying about things happening in my life, yes. But at times, do I wait to get answers? That's the answer. That's the question. Do you pray about everything? Yes. But are you patient enough to get answers from God? So we don't tend to blame God for things happening in our life. Like I said earlier on, whatever happens in your life is for a blessing or for a reason. So I tell people, everyone I come across, especially those who tell me, what did you do that made you so a known actor? What did you do that made you celebrate? I say, listen, I work hard and I pray hard. I believe in prayers. It does wonders. It works wonders. If you pray, you will not become a prey. If you pray, P-R-A-Y, you will not become a P-R-E-Y. So you need to pray. Because Yoruba people used to say, a fish, we feed on a fish before it becomes fat. So that you not become the prey or the bait, you need to pray more. So I pray, and I believe God answered my prayer. I'm an evidence of answered prayers. From my recent accident to the last incident that happened in my life, and after the entire drama, God still picked me up. He didn't allow me to fall, like the song, He raised me up. So I believe prayer works for me, and I found favor inside of God. Whatever you do in life, basically prayer works. But we human, are we patient enough to get the answer from God? And there's sometimes we pray, I will pray in the right direction. So I pray. Don't let me turn to a pastor on this program.
Yeah, before we go to the accident issue,
okay.
You know, I was going to ask you about, you know, what happened and all that. Are you saying now you make sure that God speaks to you now before you take any step or move?
Well, I think I am under better supervision spiritually. I have spiritual fathers and mothers who, unlike before, maybe I wasn't close enough to them. I have a couple of few, but I wasn't close. But now I'm closer to them. So after my prayer, I pray with them. If I do not get the answer quickly, because maybe I'm missing, I'm not saying they are superhuman, but they might get the answer quicker than I do.
Okay.
So I work hand in hand with them. So I tell them at every step I want to take, I will pray together about it before I do this. And then once they tell me God is in support, go ahead. I go ahead, and there has been nothing so far after the incident that they prayed about. They asked me to go ahead. Has not been favorable. It's evident. It's everywhere. It's evident. It's evident. People can see it. It's evident.
Oh, you were saying after the incident. What incident?
The entire drama I've gone through in my life, my schooling, my life, my acting career, my
marriage,
everything. Let's summarize that. Let's put it in one capsule.
So now, can we say you did not wait on God before you?
I wouldn't say I didn't wait on God. Like I said, I'm under better supervision now.
Okay. Okay. Yes. About your accident, we heard and we read about your accident.
Don't give me this card.
We thank God, though, you know that
it just got
survived it. It was a fatal accident, right?
Very, very.
I saw the car.
Very, very right off.
Wow.
Engine broken, gear broken, money for motor, yeah, and what? But jokes apart, it was something that happened within 30 seconds.
Was it a lone accident? You were the only person?
Yeah, I was alone with God. If I say I'm alone, that means I'm supposed to have died. But I was with God because the car somersaulted twice.
Wow.
And the entire drama just happened during 2 km overnight. If I could say Jack, I just found myself somersaulting. I'm in the bush. The car stopped. And I was trying to open the door, wasn't opening. I was seeing flames, like the car was going to catch fire. And the entire thing was just like within 15 seconds. Before I could say, what's going on? I didn't even know I was bleeding until I came down from the car. I was trying to pack my stuff into the car that was helping me. And I saw blood dripping. I'm like, oh, guy, you did bleed. He said, no, you did bleed. That's when I noticed the nose and this little scar on my face.
Yeah, I can see the scar.
So I was like, that's about as tall as I am. I'm 6'3". And I'm in a car, not even a Jeep, not an SUV. I was there, I have enough of space. And the somersaulted twice. And the only thing that came out is this. You're telling me prayer doesn't work.
Prayer works.
But that prayer works. So.
Yeah. Jesus loves you.
Amen. He loves all of us. I start preaching on your TV for you.
Do you have a celebrity crush? Both music, movie, home and abroad? Someone that, you know, like you just like crush over all the time.
My crush. I crush over fine people.
Let's first ask you, do you have a celebrity crush in Yoruba movie industry?
Celebrity crush in the industry?
Yeah. I hope you're safe. I hope you can say that.
Of course, why not? All the actresses are my crush. My number one crush in Yoruba industry is Sheyedo. She's my number one crush.
No, aside from Sheyedo.
Why aside from her? Why is that?
No, you know, no.
Okay,
I know.
My crush in the industry, Yoruba industry. I'm crushing over everybody. I deal with everybody equally. Madam Shaje, my crush. Yawero, my crush. Mesaibe, my crush. Everybody's my crush. Tawa, my crush. Tokbe, my crush. Umi, my crush. Everybody, I crush on you, crush on me. We're all crushing.
Okay, what about Hollywood? Who are the people you?
Halle Berry. Yeah, I so much like that.
Cute, yeah.
Wow. Halle Berry. No, even she knows I'm crushing on Halle Berry. Even knows. She knows.
She does.
Yeah, she does. I know she's way older than I am, but notwithstanding, I crush. Every time I say something, I was like, wow. She's like, only wow, going like, not be no. I mean, she has not be too wow.
I know.
I'm crushing on her seriously. Then I Sharon Stone.
Sharon Stone.
Yeah. I don't want to go to the music part because I know everybody knows I like Beyonce, but I don't want to talk about it.
Everybody loves Beyonce.
I love Beyonce. I love Yemi Alade.
Yemi Alade.
Omawumi, Tiwa. When it comes to English actresses, I like Eniato, Motola, Zala Betati. Like I'm one. There's a lot of them there. A lot of them.
Oh, okay. So how do you cope with your female fans?
I see them as my family and my friends. I know how to draw the line. If I don't want to, I choose my friends.
Do you know your fan? Do you know our fans have, they're really part of us. Your fans are they are your fans.
Yeah, their fans are the one that actually make you. I know.
If any of your fans tells you that you should peck her or kiss her, what would you do? Is it possible?
Peck, yes, kiss, no.
Why?
I'm not appreciating my fan again. I'm flirting with you. How would a married woman see me and say kiss me? How would your husband feel? I'm someone's husband too.
Okay, so you don't flirt?
Everybody does. Even people.
You do? Are you saying you flirt?
Doesn't mean I cheat.
Okay. Do you flirt?
Well, undeniably, yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you don't cheat?
No. I try as much as possible to keep my head low. I see them as distraction and not fornication.
Distractions,
well,
yes.
Pastor Agoselo. I see some of them as distractions and not fornications. I see a fan and he likes me, we become friends. I have to be, okay, one of the first things I do in my life is, I have a woman, her name is Shay. I'll tell you straight up.
Okay, are you married?
By the grace of God, am I single?
No, you're just telling us right now that you're married.
Everybody knows now. Do you see two women on my page? Thank you. Thanks for coming. Do you see two women on my page? Do you see me carrying two? No, that's one thing about me.
She's pretty though.
Thank you, I know. And that's what I went for. I'm handsome too, thank you. Don't tell me. I know. At some point in my life, I met one of the top politicians' daughter in this country. We got talking, we got closer and we were talking. So I got to a point like, I knew things, we were going to the next stage. But I was used to tell her, there's a woman in my life that I cannot, when I was down, when I was in my low moment, when there was nothing to stand for, when there was nothing to stand with, she stood for me and she stood with me. And now, because I am coming up, I wouldn't, if she didn't stand then, if she wasn't giving me the pat in the back, like, don't worry, all is going to be well. I won't be here. Now that I'm now here, that is not the time to discard her. She has done nothing. I didn't catch her cheating. I didn't catch her doing anything. She said, I have to stand by her.
She stood by you.
So when I see women that I like, then I will tell you straight up, there's a woman. There's a woman in my life.
There's a woman in my life.
Doesn't mean we can't be friends. We can be friends. But going to the next stage, you need to know that there's a woman that I cannot trade for anything. I will not tell you, excuse me, I will pick her call right in your presence. She's there. She's there for you to remain my friend, or you leave. It is that, I'm that factual.
So you cannot trade her for anything?
By the grace of God, I don't think I can. Because she can't trade me for anything too.
Wow.
The woman who stood me, she wasn't seeing anything in sight.
I hope she's hearing you right now. He said he cannot trade you for
I had to
anything.
play again, no me. But truth has to be said. But the truth is, when I meet a few fans, and I handle them like my family, I chat randomly on Instagram. When I go to my request, which is a whole lot, I just scroll down, I click. Wherever I click on, I start chatting with you. Like my sister. A lot of them be like, you're so humble, I don't know you're going to reply. Like, this is me. I relate with everybody. I want to make stardom accessible. I'm not superhuman. I'm only using my talent. You are a star in what you do. We all cannot appear on TV. But I have to make you understand that if you can relate with me, somebody must dream to relate with you too. So I do that a whole lot. So once I start relating with you, if you are taking to the next stage and you're beginning to feel like, okay, we have to deal with, okay, come, there's a woman in my life. I don't have to turn it out right so you won't feel embarrassed. But that is a big turn off for most of the ladies. You don't understand? Once I tell you, I have a woman in my life, because they believe, okay, you are not, you are separated with your okay, there's a woman in my life. Her name is Shay. They were like, oh, really? So you're actually dating? Yeah, I'm not. We are an entity already. So it's that simple. So my female fans are my best friends. I discover I chat with females more than males. So I'm trying to strike a balance. I chat with the female fans more than the male. So whenever you hit me up, I hit you back. That's just me.
Okay.
But when
so your female fans understand you?
They do. A whole lot of them do. Some of them will shut down the more you tell them this is happening. Some of them will keep being your friend. Some of them will even love you more because you have a woman. Some of them love you more because of her. So it is symbiotic. It works either way. So those who are going to stay will stay. Those who will leave will leave. So flirting is allowed, cheating is condemned.
Okay. You were saying, she stood by you. She was there for you at your lowest moment, lowest time, whatever. Can we say that, was it because she stood by you? Were you together before you had issues, or
all right,
is it that can we say that
she's the cause of the issue?
No. Not that she's the cause of the issue. What I'm trying to say is, you said she stood by you.
Yeah.
Was it because she stood by you
that made me go for her?
That made you go for her, or is it, or were you, were you friends before, all those things started happening?
She and I were never a close friend.
You were just friends?
While I was in the marriage. We were never a close friend. She was more of a younger colleague. Very, very young colleague. Okay. So it was like, hi, hello. I can count the number of times I saw her in my life. When the entire drama started happening, when there was nobody to turn to, nobody believed me. Occurrences brought us together. Like, I moved from where I was to where I was. I don't understand. I was somewhere, I moved to where I was. Okay. So that was where we got to become close friends. I saw her, okay, she's only the industry person. Okay, I'm familiar with this face. Hi, what's up? We got talking. And then she knew a lot. I don't want to go into details. So we got talking, and then hi. Suddenly she saw the truth in me. She's one of the few people I told this is what happened. I had a chat. The lady should come see me. She hasn't even come when the alarm blew. When I was announced as a cheat to the world.
Wow.
I did not even see the woman and it was a major setup actually that I fell for. This is a lesson for every woman out there. So don't set your man up. Don't try it. We are not spirits. We are human. Don't set your man up. Don't set your man up. Even as a pastor, if there's any, don't set your man up. Except you have ulterior motive.
You can burn your hands. You can burn your fingers.
I was set up. I had a chat. I had not even seen who I asked to come. Then the person forwarded the chat to the person who said, and the alarm blew, and I was named evil. Wow. I accepted all names. I kept quiet. I didn't talk. When I relate with a few friends, if you believe, if you did not believe, she came into the picture. She saw the truth in me. She believed in me. I was like, go and work now. You not sit at home. They'll come here. Okay, bye. She'll leave. Oh. At some point, she will bring soup. We'll buy food. I said it on her birthday. Oh. She will bring egg. I will go and buy bread. She was just being supportive of a young man who has nothing to live on. Because then I couldn't go to work. My life was in danger. My life, quote and unquote. I won't go into details. Was in danger, and I won't answer any question from that angle. So this woman was in danger? Yeah, I won't talk about it. It's not a matter for now. So she stood and she will be telling me that you are a brilliant young man. You have the talent. You are a fine actor. Yeah, if you see that actor, I was rejecting jobs because I was afraid. And someone was like, if I go on the street, would they not stone me that I'm a cheat for what I didn't do? But this woman has said, no. People have different opinions about what happened. You just focus on your life and keep working. So I kept doing it, I kept working, I kept doing it, I kept working. Somehow, somewhere, we became too close. Very close. Then I started whispering. You know, man and woman now, men are moved by what we see, women are moved by what they hear.
Right.
So I started talking to her. It took well over 6 months. She didn't even give me consideration. She was just telling me, forget it, I want to be a friend. Forget it, I want to be a friend. But at some point, I guess she was convinced. And as at the time she was standing and coming as a friend, there was nothing. So even when she admitted to us being an entity, there was still nothing. I had nothing. When I say nothing in the practical sense of it. And this woman that would give me a car. I was abused. Who is not working? How do I get money to buy a car? Because I'm afraid whoever is looking for me, I don't know them, they know me. So I'm afraid of going out. So I'll be something bad will happen to me. But she will give me a car and take car. She'll give me a car and go on board public buses. Not because she knew I was going to buy a car. Not because she knew I was going to buy a jet. All that I had in my account, she knew what I was worth. But she stood because she felt, let me just stand by this young man. And that's why today, I say that everywhere I go, the fact that I crashed with a Benz doesn't mean I can't buy another Benz.
Yes.
So don't tell me because I crashed with a woman in the industry doesn't mean I can't marry a woman in the industry. I might be careless, I might be a reckless driver with my former car. I might be too careful a driver with it. But whatever happens to my former car, I know. I don't want to talk about it. So what I want the world to know is pray for us. She is who I am with now. I don't want to do it. So she stood when standing matters. So I'm proud to say.
Okay, so is it safe to say that you were not in any kind of relationship with her while you were...
Nothing. Not, I can count how many times we met in locations before then. Nothing. The entire drama started in 2016. The entire saga, the marriage that happened in 2015. So the marriage, whatever between myself and her, I think started in 2016. Yeah, it was 2016, 2017. It was just a year ago. And before then, we were not close. We never. There was no closeness. There was not like she was on my contact or anything. I just see her in location once in a while, and it didn't click to me that I like her. Because when I was basically with who I was with, I have to respect the fact that whoever I'm married to is in the industry. So whatever shit I want to do should be outside the industry. So I shut my eyes against everybody. Who are you in the industry? It doesn't matter how beautiful you are.
Not anymore.
No. So when she and I started, we didn't even see it coming. Till now, we still ask ourselves, how did it happen?
How did it happen?
She Mr. Johnson, the man, she's the man who goes to command law to my EBO. So before we say Jack, and then now it is where we are. And we are loving every moment of it.
Wow, congratulations. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Do you have a relationship now, like a relationship with your ex?
We are not enemies. We are friends. We are not enemies.
Okay, so you guys can talk hello.
Why not?
So if you see her, you can say hi.
Hi doesn't take a stand from me. Hi, hello, and
so you guys are cool, not like you're...
Nah, we're not enemies. I am not an enemy. Let me put that way. I am not an enemy, and I don't think she is mine. Yeah, we are not enemies.
Why the social media painting something else?
Media has to. They must chop now. Media.
Stop painting anything.
I know about that. Media must chop. So
Mr. Adeniyi is just saying it's cool with his ex. You know, there's nothing like hatred. You're not fighting.
When I had my accident, she called.
He's happily married now. Yeah. He has someone
when she heard about my accident, she called.
She called you.
When I heard about the demise of my father, I called several. I guess she was busy. She didn't take the call.
Really?
Then I sent her a message. So
she lost her father again.
Yeah, you don't put it on the internet. I said no, that's not out. That doesn't mean I'm celebrating the dead. What matters is my communication with the person who loses whoever you have lost. She didn't post my accident video on the internet. She didn't post my accident video on the internet. So we are not enemies. When I say I am not an enemy, so that's what I can speak for myself.
You speak for yourself.
That's what I can say. We are cool. We are colleagues now. We will still work. We've worked together after then. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we worked in Full House, a movie produced by Maurice. Just say we were on set together. Hi, hello, and everybody does their job and we go home.
Wow.
Yeah, it happens. So. She has exes in the industry and then she works with them and no problem. Why should I be an exception? So we are cool.
Oh, that's good. Thanks for clearing the air.
It's needed.
Yeah.
Because we need to also.
So what's your most expensive possession? What's your most expensive item in your wardrobe?
I'm not materialistic. The most expensive possession I have is my woman now. I'm not materialistic. There's nothing I have that I can't give out.
Everything is about your woman.
Everything is about her. There's no shoe I have that I can't give out. But the only thing I can't give you, whatever she buys for me. I'm sorry. Whatever I buy for myself or is a gift from my house that I can give you. But if she buys me a shoe, don't bother asking, I can't give you. Because she will ask me, what are you like, she doesn't beat me. So I don't see anything as too expensive for me. Well, my chain, my wristwatch, my shoe. You all know me. You see, I'm not the type that will go and buy Gucci, buy Versace by force. I do what I can afford and whatever I think looks smart on me. You understand? So whatever I have, I think I'm not materialistic. But don't ask me for my car. It's very important to an actor. Amen.
I know.
Don't come and say because you're not materialistic, give me your car, give me your... No, you should Father Christmas. So the only thing I have that I can't give out, my greater possession is she. I think my life is important, my parents are important, my fans, I can't give you out any day, anytime. I can't give you guys out. That's the most list.
Yeah, so what turns you off in a woman?
Deceit. Then you're too fake. So women meet you and they try to impress you because I'm an actor. Some will even try to form accent for you. Some will try to be what they are not. Someone was chatting with me on Instagram. I work with Oicon. I don't need to know where you work, I think. The fact that you work with Oicon, I'm not ready to be your friend. Your class is too high for mine. It's not because I am low, but because you don't have to flaunt that. If that's what you have to sell to me for me to be your friend, you have nothing upstairs. What's your virtue? What's your value? So what turns me up in women is deceit and fake life. Be yourself. What would you be? It's just that way. It's that way.
The last question we want to ask is, do you believe in failed marriage coming back stronger? Or do you believe once a marriage is ended, it is ended for good?
It depends on the note on which it's been ended, and both parties. If I'm a woman, and I have a man who beats me like 5 times a week, I wouldn't want to go back there.
If you're a woman, okay.
And you beat me like 5 times a week, why would I go back there? Depends on the note. If it's a mutual agreement to part ways, maybe because of some differences for now. When the differences are resolved, we can sit down and talk about it. Maybe we argue too much or we quarrel too much. Maybe I come home too late and you feel you don't want the man who comes home too late. And you talk to me like, listen, and I'm like, this is the way I want to live my life. We can always measure. That is mendable. When life is not involved, when we don't fight dirty, when we don't dent each other's image, when we don't kill each other morally and every otherwise, I can't pick up. It's mendable. But when you fight like you don't want to see me again, when you fight like it's over, how do you guys look at each other when you mend fences? It's always very hard. It's always very hard.
It's hard, I know.
It's hard. So it depends on the basics for which it's been ended. And some of these things happen for greater things to come in.
Yeah.
So that's what I have to say. It can be mended in some cases if it is not based on violence. If domestic violence, if man verbal eating, sexual harassment. Some things are intellectual, some things are moral. You demoralize the woman, and then she's so like, I have to go. So if they are not centered around that angle, and then
so you can still sit down and discuss
and talk things out. Okay, where did you actually go wrong? Or in a case where you fight so dirty and you're looking for the downfall of the other party, and you call her all the names she doesn't bear. You call her a whore. You lie that you met her in hotels sleeping with women. You call her juju woman. You call her all sorts of names. Even if you sit down to talk, what do you say to her? It was the devil. Or
yeah, what? But there was a celebrity couple that we heard about that they had issues, and it was a lot about all this. It was a mess, and we heard now that they are together, stronger. So would you say that yours was a personal decision then? You just don't want you don't want you guys just want it to.
Life is about choices. One man's food is another man's poison.
Right.
What kills the other must sustain the other. Right. So I think that's summarily what I can say. It's their choice. They feel they can mend fences and it's been mended. It wasn't like I didn't try to mend fences, mind you. The evidence is on the internet. I went publicly to apologize because I was ready to mend fences. But it was not mendable.
But she was not ready.
The fact is still there. Most people still tell me, Adeniyi, how would you go and apologize on the internet? Some people won't tell you, how would you stoop so low? I got a lot of, people who condemned my act were more than people who praised it. It was later on who realized that because I wanted to keep my marriage. That's why I did that. So it wasn't like I didn't try to mend fences, but since it wasn't mendable, and she wasn't ready to come back. So let's just split, let's just go. So I can't force her to. It's not you do or that affair. It just have to be a personal thing. So whichever way it goes, she's happy, I'm happy. So that's all that matters.
Okay, that's all that matters. Okay. All right, that's all that matters. She's happy and he's happy. So we've cleared that. How would you describe yourself in just a word?
God fearing.
God fearing.
I fear God. That's why I've not done anything evil.
So in everything you do,
I fear God.
God is important.
Fear God.
My
brother, make you fear. I fear God. I fear God a lot. That's why I fear. I respect humans. I fear God a lot.
And what message you have for your fans?
My people, over time, you guys have been very, very supportive. You've been there for me through the thick and rough. Some became my fans in the middle of my crisis. Some became my fans after I rose above it. Some have been my fans before the entire drama. I want to say a big thank you to you for being there over time. There's nothing I have to say. There's nothing I have to offer. If I can buy you all houses, I will definitely do it. But from the deepest part of my heart, I'm saying a big thank you to you for being loyal, for being supportive of Adeniyi Johnson. You buy my films, you want to see me in films. I see you are my crush, you are my best actor. Those things give me life. They make me want to do more. And I really celebrate and appreciate you guys. Thank you so, so much. For those who want to be like me, work hard, train, polish your talent, have the passion, and you'll be there. And for those who have been supportive, who have been supporting me, and who are still going to be supporting me, I pray God will keep blessing you. And wherever you turn, you'll find favor.
Amen.
Too. Thank you.
Amen.
I am grateful. Adeniyi Johnson is grateful. The Johnsons, we are grateful.
Yeah. You had an award in the United States of America.
Oh.
In Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
Like a few weeks ago. The most fast rising actor in the industry. How do you feel from Odua Image Awards?
Yeah, I feel so excited. I feel super excited. I remember when I got to the embassy, they asked me what are you going to do next. I said I'm going to receive an award as the most fast rising actor. And I said it is so huge because it is huge for me. Yeah. Thanks to Mr. Sheyi Ogunlisi and team for giving me that award. It means a whole lot to me. It means my work, my doings, my activities has been like recognized and appreciated in diaspora. This honor to have been in Houston, Texas, to collect and to receive that award. Wow. It goes a long way. It's a milestone in my career.
Yeah, I feel you deserve it.
Ah, well, thank you. I mean, I don't get to see myself, but for me to have gotten that out of thousands of actors that we have, it's not be full. It means a lot to me. Thank you, Odua Image Award. Dua. Give me an award next year again. But then maybe I'm not rising, maybe I'm there. Oh, for a reason.
Okay, thank you for coming to on our show.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming, and I know you've been so busy and all that, and all so
you have to do what we have
for your fans. Thanks everybody, and thanks for tuning in. And this is Mr. Adeniyi Johnson in the house. Yes, we're chilling. Yes, okay. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you enjoyed our interview with Mr. Adeniyi Johnson. Please thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I had fun. I enjoyed it. Thumbs up, subscribe, because we're bringing you more and more exclusive interviews. Thank you very much. My name remains Adeniyi. Bye.